These are the tales and ramblings of two men, their dream of running a successful food truck business and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday Morning Food Truck.
Good morning, Skippy.
We are live.
Super professional. We are rolling this shit out. And we are live on YouTube too.
Yes, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel to make sure that you get up-to-date updates.
Up-to-date updates are good.
Yep.
The YouTube stream, if you're listening there or will in the future, runs about 20 seconds behind live. I just looked at the live stream. So, yeah. Other than that, so if you want live, listen to you click on the guest or the audience link that I sent in our Facebook page. I will continue to send that link weekly, but that link should be good, I believe, permanently. So, yeah. And if you aren't listening live, you can always listen to us later on your normal podcasting platforms or via YouTube. Yeah.
Listening live is always the best, though. That way you get
it is the best bet.
Instant laughs versus delayed laughs.
That's right. And if you are in the audience through the link we sent you, you can chime in live. We can even accept, there's a call-in button where we can take you live on the show if you want. So,
okay.
And we have fun buttons that sometimes work. So,
well, that was the applause.
It was supposed to be a longer applause, but such is life.
Maybe you had to hold down the button.
No, you don't hold down the button. It's a mouse click.
Oh.
These all worked perfectly this morning when I was playing around.
How's that AI working out?
Well, we're not using AI yet.
Definitely has not taken over our channel yet.
We can't even get regular intelligence, let alone artificial.
I can't wait for an artificial version of me. That'd be great.
Hope it's better looking.
Me too. Kidding me? I got a face for radio for people watching on YouTube.
Oh shit. Yeah. Skippy.
So
here we are in the off season. Who's bored yet?
This is gonna be a short episode, folks. Bored, yeah, bored's a great word. I've binged any show that I've probably watched 6 or 7 times already. I did watch The Equalizer 3. Thought it was good. Wasn't as good as number 1. Definitely better than number 2. Yeah, and that's about it. I was telling you off air that
I'm nailing this shit today.
Wow. I'm going to build a one of those TikTok viral tote storage racks for my garage. I got about a week to do it, so it's been a great episode, folks. I got to go get that.
No, Fran has found us on our new platform. She has sent us a comment already saying, "Good morning, gents." So anybody else listening live, feel free to use that same chat feature is there. We are curious about audio quality. I'm hoping that this is better than what we were using before. So the mixing should be a little bit better. If you are having, can you kill the background music? There's background music playing? Oh, shit. You betcha, Fran. Just a second. I don't know what background music's playing.
Make sure it's not her playing Candy Crush. She's on level like 7,622 or something like that.
Are you still getting background music, Fran? Or is Candy Crush in the background playing? We'll wait. So those totes, the tote racks that you're talking about, I have a friend. Sounds like an orchestra playing.
Hold on.
I'm looking. I can't hear anything in my headphones, so.
I'm going to mute my mic and turn on my Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I've got nothing playing on my end. So if there is orchestra music playing,
I'm on the live stream. I do not hear anything. Oops, please hold. Yeah,
she
on the
says she
live
can hear us talking, but she still hears the music.
I do not hear music.
Couldn't hear a dump truck driving through a nitroglycerin plant. It's a high-pitched squeaky noise. Fran, check the tree.
Just shake your computer, please. Just shake it.
Yeah.
See if it's.
It's like the old tube TVs. If you just slap your monitor a couple times, it'll probably correct itself.
It might work.
Yeah. I don't know. We don't have any sound playing, Fran. I'm not sure where it's coming from. So if anybody else is listening, can confirm or deny Fran's claims.
Mom,
it's not a conspiracy here.
So Fran is my mom, in case anybody wanted to know. Mom,
Not really.
please take a video with your phone and send it to me so I can hear the orchestra music, and that way maybe we can debunk it. Could be the ice cream truck outside the door. I don't know.
So yeah, my buddy Eric, he's had a handyman practice here in West Michigan and moved out to Arizona. He's been doing a lot of he's been doing those racks for years, for people in garages and stuff. So pretty. I mean, he said it's the easiest money he makes. So because they're really easy to do. So I have no doubt you'll be able to do that, buddy. Make sure you take lots of video. I can't wait to see the TikToks.
Listen, it's not. I'm not excited about it because we don't have any storage to begin with. So now I got to find a place to put all this stuff while I build these racks, and it's going to be in the spot where I need to cut wood. So yeah.
Well, you're not using your trailer, right?
What does that have to do with anything?
Put the stuff in your trailer while you're building the racks.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That's
No.
no.
Did you have a catering thing last week, or was that this week?
That was last week.
Okay, so you're done.
You
got nothing scheduled.
I have nothing scheduled, and I'm actually okay with that.
Yeah, I have a Thursday lunch this week for 80 people, and then I woke up this morning to a message from Train, one of our loyal customer bases. Huh?
Drops of Jupiter?
No, HVAC.
I know. I'm kidding. You said Train.
Asking if we had availability for next Thursday for 350 people. And I said, yes. Yes, I do. So, yep.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Absolutely.
What else do I got to do? Nothing.
Hey, I might have.
Yeah, other than that, it's been
I might steal one of your panini trucks. Or panini trucks. Panini
presses. All right. Yeah.
I have
They're sitting in storage.
I have more electrical power now, so there might be a chance I can use one for a special.
Yeah, they're great, man. They give off a lot of heat. If you're gonna run a special for paninis, I highly recommend early spring, late fall. Because those things give off some heat. We had the two of them in the truck, and between that and the minimal steam table that we were running for winter, it was steamy in the truck. Like, I don't know that we ran the furnace while we were open for the most part. So it's definitely not a July thing, I wouldn't think.
You have a furnace?
Well, the dual.
Oh, gotcha.
The dual AC heater, not really a furnace.
So
you know what I mean.
Just realized I forgot to say that the AC unit they put in my new trailer is on an app.
Cool.
I have to download an app. And then I realized I have to download an app for a lot of things that are in this trailer. I'm like, there's a lot of apps. Anyway, sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Yeah, there's not. I'm okay with it. I mean, I got an ad going out for catering, but I'm not like super pushing it.
Is that for winter catering?
Yeah. I did a couple holiday parties last year, but
Fran has messaged back. She said it was because I had 3 programs running. Music is gone.
awesome.
I'm glad that you got that taken care of, Fran, without having to hit your computer. So happy to help. Oh, ow, son of a bitch! Broke my toe.
So,
yeah. What?
I did day before Thanksgiving. I decided to do a limited menu. I did tacos, and nachos.
You're making me seasick.
Tacos and nachos, and I only have a 2-well steam tip, and so I used 1/3 pans so I could put chicken on there. And I just want to let you know that it worked out real well. That if you do a 6-inch deep 3rd pan, it fits like a good size half pan, and just dumped it right in and put liners on it, and freaking worked great. Then I made the mistake of bringing my lids for those 3rd pans into the house for storage, and for my catering gig the following week, completely forgot the lids to those 3rd pans. So I had like 2 of the aluminum half pan lids covering the whole thing, and I just sliding them back and forth, just making sure they were getting cold.
Yeah.
But
yeah, 3rd pans work great. We use them for our 3rd bay for beans and peppers.
Yeah.
And then I
have a 3rd.
Was that it?
On the new trailer, I have a 3rd bay now. So
just think you could run 9 hot things in there.
A lot of hot things. So John, a couple months ago, Josh accused me of stealing one of his ideas. Not in those words, but we had a discussion about it. And
besides my Facebook posts,
well, and that's what I was going to say is I borrowed almost word for word.
I noticed.
I did throw a different cool little character on there. Reminded me of Doug Funny or the Rugrats. But yes, and I will applaud you, sir, for having good engagement with your customer base.
Whew. Yeah, that was a lot more than I expected, especially since we hadn't really posted in the previous 2 weeks. I think there was a 2-week stretch there where we didn't have a single post between when I was gone for Iceland and then that week after we didn't post it all. So I was surprised that it reached as many people as it did. I'm glad it did.
Yeah.
Interesting requests, including things that are already on the truck that we sell every day.
I saw that.
But excellent ideas. I mean, I hadn't thought of putting barbecue on top of mac and cheese before. But I think we'll consider rolling that next year. We'll try it as a special. Amazing. See how it goes.
I mean, I did it all year and it worked out real good. So just watch your portion sizes.
Yeah, so that posted well. Chicken livers,
gizzards.
Oh, a lot of people wanting fried food. It's just not going to happen. Not anymore. I did go through the process of looking at smoked chicken livers. I am not a big liver fan. I don't.
So let's look.
I've had it a couple different times. I had it when we were in Iceland too. I don't even know what kind of animal this liver pate came from. It was okay. I don't mind the irony metal taste. It doesn't bother me. Like if I cut my finger, I'm sucking on my finger to whatever. It doesn't bother me. I don't know. I think it's a texture thing for me. Maybe the flavor mixed with that texture is weird for me. It's like meat pudding when it's in a pate. Yeah, or meat frosting. More like meat frosting. And it's just a weird texture combo with the flavor. Anyway.
So I'm on your post. Let's look at some of your some of the ideas that your people had.
Ribs.
Okay? Well, let's start with king crab legs. let's
That
just
one
skip
stood
it.
out. Yeah.
Okay, so we got. I mean, king crab legs. Uh, well, you already have a pot of water.
Okay. First of all, I would love to do some king crab legs. I think they would be amazing. We've done shrimp on the smoker before, which is really good. And we've done imitation crab for whatever the crab mac and cheese we did.
Hot dog of the sea, if you will.
That's right. It's mostly cod. Um, there's some crab in there. The problem with king crab legs, first of all, is the price. And the price I would have to sell them for, and then trying to find enough people to buy every single crab leg.
Burnt ends are expensive.
No shit. God.
Here's your one crab leg for $32. Okay, so there's that one.
All right.
Next one I have. I got to bring up Mary. I have to know if
the Spicerito.
The Spicerito, is that a thing?
So Mary Spicer, she has bought one.
I met Mary.
Yep, we have made one or two for her in the past. If she would come around more often, we'd make them more often for her. But so basically, the Spicerito is our Burt Rito, or no, is it the Lord of Swine or the Swaddle Swine? We might have to wait for Chris to come on to clarify. I don't remember which it is. Anyways,
what are the ingredients?
It's basically the Dorachos in a wrap.
Okay, I like that idea.
Yeah. So we crush up the Doritos and add it into it's either the Burt, I think it's the Burt Rito. So we crunch up the Doritos into the Burt Rito.
Which is?
Mac and cheese and pulled pork, onions and sauce.
Okay.
And a nice flour tortilla and kind of like a burrito, but it's the Burt, which is our Burt sandwich in our Burt Rito. So
yes, Burt's a great name.
So, and then, yes, Mary Spicer wanted the Spicer Rito added.
I like it.
So, I have tried one. When we made her one, I made one for myself. It wasn't bad. I mean, it's interesting. Heaven forbid one of those little Dorito chips, though, gets pointed the wrong way when you take a bite.
Oh, yeah.
And have that jam into the roof of your mouth. But,
okay. So, next one I have loaded mashed potatoes.
I don't know, dude. We did have towards the end of the season, a lot of people ask for mashed potatoes every day to be added to the regular menu.
Okay.
I would be happy to add them, but then we need to take something off.
Yes.
The menu's big enough as it is. Yeah, I don't
know. Collards. Collard greens.
Yeah.
I mean,
cracklins. And a lot of this stuff is very traditional Southern. Ooh, hello, Chad. Bonamic. He is on and just sent us a message. He said, make mashed potatoes seasonal. So we run them as a special. Typically about once a week, we'll have mashed potatoes on the menu. So,
this one here from your top fan, Antonia Palmer. You and I have talked about adding a vegetarian/vegan option to probably do very well in Grand Rapids. No matter how vegan I am, I will always get my barbecue fix. So that's a top fan right there.
That's right. Vegetarian, very easy to do. As we talked about, vegan is a whole nother animal.
Yeah, it's just horrible.
And to be able to say that you have something vegan, no meat can be used in that vessel at all. Not at the same time, ever.
Yeah, you can't even cook it on the same smoker.
Right.
Because meat was, So
you need a whole different smoker to be able to do it. There was a barbecue place in Grand Rapids that did offer vegan options. They did not make it through the pandemic, unfortunately. But yeah, they had good barbecue. They were very well liked and they tried growing a little fast during the pandemic. So they had a food truck. They had a walk-up location. And then they added, so his wife started a dessert truck during the pandemic. And I think that was kind of spread a little too thin during a time of...
I won a barbecue contest with a vegan dessert, so I know those vegan desserts can be...
Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's just, it's a whole nother level of.
So would you consider adding, like, so we have a vegetarian option. We just
Mhm.
take all three of our sides and put them together as like one plate, so people can just grab a plate.
Yep.
Have you thought about doing that, or is there a reason you haven't done something like that? You just don't get enough option or people asking about it?
Um, we have had people ask for our loaded macs without the meat, and we'll ring it up as a different price, typically a little bit cheaper than our pork loaded mac. Um, but I think we had 3 all year or something like that. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not a huge number. Um, it's something that we could definitely add. Have a vegetarian type menu option. Um, Chad says not all vegans are the same. They are.
Very true.
It's vegetarians that are not all the same for the most part.
Correct.
The difference between the vegetarian and the vegan is the strictness. So whereas some vegans will still have, or some vegetarians will still have milk potentially, or those kind of products, they'll still eat cheese, they'll still eat milk sometimes. They just won't eat the meat proteins.
Yeah.
Vegans are the far stricter.
There's no animal products whatsoever. Nothing,
Right.
no cheese, no nothing. I know we have a vegan food truck in town, and their food is very good. I typically get their loaded fries, but it's all vegetarian stuff. And they do. I have had one of their burgers before, even though it's mushroom and I hate mushroom. It's really good. They actually just signed a deal with a local restaurant in town to provide their burgers for their restaurant for their vegetarian/vegan options. So
And Chris will be joining us in a few minutes. His wife is actually vegan, so he can expound on all of the nuances of what he has to go through whenever they try to go to a restaurant. So,
so let's find something else. A top fan, Karen with an IN, said mac and cheese topped with barbecue. Where's the applause on that one? No, hold on. Could she mean, I haven't clicked on the replies, but could she mean just mac and cheese drizzled with barbecue sauce?
maybe. And we have people ask for that. Like, people will get a side of mac and cheese. Say, can you just put a little bit of sauce on top of it?
Well, then okay, we won't go into it. I did see gizzards. Okay,
Yep. Gizzards and chicken livers both were on there. Done right though.
Another top fan, Jared, said bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers.
Mm-hmm.
Those are actually very popular when we did them.
They were with us too. We only did them in the spring for whatever reason. We never went back and circled back to them for whatever reason.
I know. We did them a couple times, and that was about it. But I think we should.
But they went, for the most part, they went over well. There was a lot of stuff we did early that I think we forgot about because our sales were so atrocious in March and April. Like, we just kind of blocked out the whole thing and forgot about some of that stuff.
Those 2 months.
Yeah.
So this one I'd love to expand upon because I've been thinking about it a lot. Barbecue top salads.
Mm-hmm.
So my thought is, I worked at a restaurant that had barbecue top salads. They had one with brisket, I think, and one with chicken. My thought is, okay, make your salads, pre-make your salads, and then just top it with whatever meat they want. So it still comes out as fast as we normally put our food out. What do you think about that? Do you think that could be a seller, or do you think that's kind of would be a waste? I mean, lettuce is cheap, but
I get, yeah. Are you going to do a straight like iceberg lettuce salad, or are you going to try to do a nicer salad?
I would do like a mixed green kind of thing.
Fran said bacon wrapped stuffed pickles.
I've seen those.
Yep. I think it can do well. I think it has to be a permanent item on your menu, though. I don't think it's something you can do as a special.
Yeah.
So one of the Spectrum offices, Chris has joined us. Hello, Christopher.
My headphones just
Oh, that's good timing.
Yeah, perfect timing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you great. I can see you too. Everybody, Chris, everybody.
I am early.
You're fine. This is actually a pretty good timing because we were just talking about vegan menus, and then Skippy had asked about barbecue topped salads and if we thought that those would work. We tried them.
Yeah.
So we had a Spectrum office that we were there, and it was slow, and they said, we wish you had more healthy options. So we agreed to one more time and brought a salad topped with chicken, I think. Like we did a chicken Caesar salad.
It was the Caesar salad. Yep.
I think we sold one.
No, we sold all of them.
No.
We sold all of them the first time. We went there twice with them because they sold out the first time. And that was the only thing that we sold that day. So it was our healthy location. It was like a heart rehab center or something.
Heart rehab center, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, so they only came out for that day. And then the next time we came, we brought more salads and we sold one that day. And Pam and I brought a lot home.
Yeah.
They're really good salads though.
So for everybody listening and looking at us, Josh, can you introduce Chris?
I did. I said everybody, Chris, everybody.
Well,
Chris is my partner for life.
I mean, at this point, yeah, pretty much.
I pay him, so I guess he's more like a prostitute. Chris is my full-time person. He is the heartbeat and the backbone of the truck.
We're gonna get canceled because you used the word prostitute. Awesome.
It wasn't me that said it.
It's shocking. Yeah, Chris is my full-time staff, the heartbeat and backbone of our truck. Without him, I wouldn't be here right now. Well, I would be. It'd just be a much different podcast. We'd be talking about me flipping pallets and stuff. Wow, you guys like knuckled on accident. Huh?
Dropping pallets on feet.
Dropping pallets on. Yeah, don't do that. That's no good. My foot still doesn't feel right.
So barbecue top salad. So it has to be a regular menu item. It can't be. That's what you think is it has to.
That's what I think. I don't think you can. I think if you have a very specialized type of special like that, where it's very niche,
could be roadside. Good for roadside.
Where it's very niche. You're not going to have a ton of people ordering it or coming to order just the salad. I think you're chasing it then, at that point. Kind of like how going back to like competition barbecue, where you're changing your recipe depending on the location of the event. True.
Yeah.
Where you're chasing a point and a half. I think you have to unless you have a specific. Will you stop moving your camera? God Lord.
I'm being off to move it anymore.
Some rough seas over there in Bailey. Yeah,
let's get Josh seasick.
It's on my phone. I don't have a phone holder. I'm sorry.
It's
oh my God.
Hey, you invited.
Are you sitting on the floor? Why are your knees so high?
I'm on my couch, but
he's leaning forward.
Is this better?
That's much. No, you're fine leaning forward. I was just confused why your knees were so high. Everybody else knows that you're on a podcast, right? You're not going to have anybody walking by naked or anything.
No, this is a window behind me, so
that doesn't mean anything.
You're not going to. No, I'm against the wall.
All right. All right.
Barbecue top salad. So just like pulled pork,
like what we did. Yeah.
That's what we normally run.
Yeah.
So what we're doing, Chris, is we're going through. So Josh posted on Facebook asking people to give advice on what some new menu items could be, and one of them was a salad. So we're just going through the fun aspects of things that you don't have on your truck,
that people would like to see. Among those recommendations was ribs, macaroni and cheese topped with barbecue, mashed potatoes,
things we run frequently.
Yeah.
Or always.
So I like there's another one from Adrian. She said, I assume it's a she, smoked chicken with white barbecue sauce. Somebody from Alabama knows, or somebody from Michigan knows what white barbecue sauce is.
I hate
White
it. I'm not a fan. I don't care for
I
it.
don't even know what white barbecue sauce is.
It's a mayonnaise-based sauce with like
Yeah.
mayonnaise, vinegar, horseradish, pepper.
Closer to like a
Okay.
gravy than it is a sauce.
No, it's not like a gravy. I think
Okay.
it'd be really good on a salad, to be honest with you.
So it's more like a dressing.
It is. It's as thin as like a vinegar mayonnaise kind of dressing, but it's really good.
So put the white sauce on the top salad then.
Absolutely. That's what I would do.
Can you have a white chicken salad?
Yeah. Call it the Alabama salad.
There you go. Good job. Look, I'm glad we can help you work through your menu. Off our post.
Whatever. So now we're gonna go to my post. Let's see what
Oh,
people
the
say.
same post? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go same
The
one.
day
The
the day later post.
Yeah.
Yeah, day later post.
It wasn't even a day later. It was later that evening. Like Skippy was flinging through Facebook at 5 o'clock. He's like, ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good idea. I should do that.
I hate you.
I love you, Skippy.
I think my
Hey,
character
I
is
didn't
better.
say anything to you, did I? I didn't bring it up.
I think my
I let it
character-
slide. You brought it up today.
I know. And I said I appreciate the fact that you did that so I could copy it. Okay, so we have on mine we have wraps. What do we think about wraps? You do wraps. I don't do
We do
wraps.
wraps. Wraps are great.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brisket tacos, pulled pork baked potatoes with sour cream and chives. That was all one post.
I think we've done baked, but I think we talked about baked potatoes before and the high risk of botulism.
Yes, and I know that there's a certain food truck that comes downtown, and that's all they do is loaded baked potatoes.
I don't know that I'd ever get a baked potato, especially from a food truck. And nothing against the truck or the people. Nope. Not if
But
they're
that
going through
apparently-
surfs.
That apparently
Surf-
is not the consensus with customers. If customers are saying they want loaded baked potatoes off of a truck,
I will
they-
gladly send them to another truck that can get them sick. I'm not going to
I
risk
guess
it.
I guess that means then do they just not know the inherent risks that go in with?
No.
Yes,
I mean, only those that have gone through the program, right?
yeah.
Right.
The number
You
one
asked
cause of
somebody what
botulism is
botulism is.
poorly baked potatoes in foil.
Okay, so we have.
What-
But
what
do
are
we think about, what do we think about tacos?
What are your thoughts on tots, Skippy,
I love tots. I love tots.
on the truck?
If I had a fryer, I would do tots every day. I love tots.
We smoked some one day when we were bored. Like we had to get some stuff from GFS, and I picked up a bag of tots and threw them on the smoker. They were okay. I mean,
Did they crumble?
A holding issue. Yeah, they get soggy.
so they
Yeah,
got
they'll crumble.
so they were. I got them to get a little bit crispy coming out of the smoker. Put them in the super hot section of the smoker. But yeah, then as soon as you hold them for 5 minutes, they're mush. So
See, I was
it is
thinking about
definitely a
doing,
fryer
like,
thing.
So, do you still get the same risk as you would with a baked potato if you did like chopped potatoes or potatoes that are like real potatoes but just chopped up? And then put them
If I remember right, it's the foil. I thought like the potato foil mixture and being held in foil, like the potatoes being held in foil, I thought was the problem. I don't know.
because I like smashed potatoes, but still have something where they can just use a fork to grab it versus like with mashed potatoes they got to use like a spoon or something like that.
We do ours with a fork. We haven't had any complaints. Ours are thick enough.
Well, you have meat on top. I don't
Not
know.
all the time. We do them as sides too.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Tacos though. Do you do tacos at all?
We've done
Yeah.
tacos a couple times.
So like if I was out every Tuesday, I would do Taco Tuesday like every Tuesday.
Why aren't you out every Tuesday?
I am. I'm just not at the same spot every Tuesday. That's the thing is you kind of have to be at the same spot every Tuesday
Why?
or the same spot to be able to run a special that day. Hell, it's been 2 years and I just got people to start looking at the special menu. So
How do you do that?
I glued it to my window. So they had
We were
no
set up for
choice.
an hour and a half before anybody looked at our special menu the day before Thanksgiving.
Shit. I took a whiteboard and I double-sided tape it to my window, so they have no choice, but they have to see it. And there's still people that don't see it.
Yeah.
One that says sides that are not cliche barbecue truck sides, maybe like sweet potato fries, brisket loaded baked potatoes, corn fritters, and fried green tomatoes.
I think all of those are cliche barbecue things. If you go down south, if you go down south to a barbecue place, you're going to get any of those sides.
Okay.
I think.
I got a lot of.
So what are you looking at? You looking at applesauce? I think we're going to do applesauce and what? You okay over there? Blank 1 for call 911. Oh, he's really not blinking. That's impressive.
I can hear you again. No, I can't.
Skippy, don't say anything. Just move your lips.
I'm allowed to say that.
All right. So I got a lot of potato and fries asking. The barbecue cups.
Parfaits.
And I'm assuming those are Sundays or parfaits or whatever.
Parfaits.
We did one where we did like baked beans, brisket, and mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I don't do baked beans often. I should, but sometimes they sell, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Our good friend Mike Robinson swears by them, and I'm surprised he doesn't have them distributed across the country in every grocery store. By the way, he talks about them. I mean, he says it's like 30 cents a cup is his cost. He sells them for $47.
He's a union guy.
But yeah. Right. Talk about cliche though. Just about every truck has them. I don't see them nearly as often on the west side of the state as I hear about them on the east side of the state, though.
So Lansing. So our friend Chad, he runs them. Chad Funnel. Clyde's Barbecue Pit in outside of Lansing runs them. But and then I think there's one on the east side, really east side, that runs them. But there's not a lot that do.
No,
I can understand like in a festival type setting that they might sell, but like a roadside or maybe like I don't see them. I don't see them as a top seller. Somebody did post on my Facebook page, beer. I mean, beer, like that's
the problem we would have with selling beer on the truck is we would probably
drinking it all.
Then we would be able to sell it. So
yeah, that first slow day would be an inventory loss.
It'd be gone.
All right, let's talk about brisket chili. First of all, with or without beans, Josh?
Beans.
Chris? Oh, you guys are horrible.
It's not chili
without beans. It's just soup.
It's not chili without beans.
No, with beans, it's soup.
No.
Yes.
No.
What do you put in your chili? What's in your chili then?
What is in my chili?
Yep.
I make it pretty much like it's an all meat chili with a little veggies.
So it's beef and barley soup or vegetable beef soup.
No, it's not. It's way thicker than soup. You have beans in yours. That's like what? That's veggies.
When we make chili in our house, we typically do double the beans in our chili. So
I put like 8 different kinds of beans in my chili.
Yeah, we do too. We do black beans or like the black pinto beans and whatever. I don't know. But we do.
If your chili doesn't have butter beans in it, just keep it away from me. Butter beans are the best beans in the world.
So we got child Skippy over here covering his ears up because we're not eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for every freaking meal.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with a good PB&J. Okay. I
had one last week.
Menu. Yeah.
No, hey, wait, let's go back. Kids menus.
Yeah, kids menus.
You have a kids menu?
I do.
It says kids menu on it.
It's unadvertised. If a kid comes up, I tell the parent that I can make him a real peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and they normally do it. I charge them like $3 for it. How
many do you sell?
I just happen to have my square dashboard up here. Let's take a look.
All right. How you been, Chris?
Been fantastic, Josh.
You bored yet?
No, I've enjoyed a lot of naps. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, So I'm starting to take care of my health and my body over the winter, hopefully.
Good.
Hold on. I thought you meant like I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so today I'm going to start taking care of myself.
No. Meaning I'm going to take care of bodily ailments that have been long overdue to take care of.
62.
62 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on the year,
Yep.
and that's unadvertised.
On average.
So $180.
Give or take. Whatever. Paid for the
If
peanut
you
butter.
had anything else on your menu that you only sold 62 of, would you keep it?
This is a niche item. It's for kids.
I know, but you still have to stock jelly. Do you use jelly for anything else?
I could, but no, I don't. I keep a squeeze bottle of jelly. It's not hard.
But how many do you have to go through a
$2.
year?
I went through, I think, 2 or 3 of them.
All right.
I even put it on a hamburger bun, so I have to stock different bread.
That's good.
Kids love it. What about those 422 hot dogs you bought that one time?
We sold most of them.
You said you still had 2 packages.
We sold half. But it's still 200 hot dogs. We sold how many at the trunk or treat? We ran them again when we did the trunk or treat. I think we ran out of hot dogs, didn't we? Pretty dang close, I thought.
We sold out everything that day. So yeah.
Yeah, I think we will definitely bring back hot dogs next year at some very particular type of events as like a kid's item.
Well, every time I put hot dogs on the menu, I sell more to adults than I do kids.
And I mean, hey, does it matter who you're selling them to?
No. I just wish the adult would actually buy an adult sandwich versus a hot dog. I make more money on an adult sandwich than I can a hot dog.
Money's moving,
we've had
right?
we have a couple people a year ask us for just chips. Like, can we just get some Doritos?
So I thought about that, right? So I actually thought about upping my price on sandwiches and include a side of chips with it, like just a regular, just bag kettle chips.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I really want them to buy a side of mac instead. I guess if they will, they will. But I don't know, that was something I thought about.
Yeah, we get requests for chips semi-regularly when we don't get requests for fries. You know what I mean? Like they're like, "Oh, do you have fries or chips?" But
I love how they look at the menu. Do you get chicken tenders and fries?
Yeah, I don't see any fries on here. What's the price on those? None.
Will you charge me for some chicken tenders?
$7,000.
Charge them 32. Run up to the Chick-fil-A real quick. It'll be about 22 minutes.
Yeah, we just turn the fryer on. We gotta wait a little bit. Yeah.
Just have a steady line to Chick-fil-A and back. Something Pam could do.
We could Uber Eats them.
That'll take.
And then upcharge the Uber Eats price.
So a friend of mine uses DoorDash for his restaurant. And he's been giving me a we'll call it a blow by blow on what DoorDash charges, and so I guess you get your first month free of what they charge or what they upcharge, and after that it's like 30% commission. So DoorDash takes 30%. So that's why you see everybody upcharging their whatever they're by 30%. So it's like, if I want to, so we'll give him his burger. His burger is like, average burger double patty is like $10. So it's 13 on DoorDash. Like, that's just, actually, no, wouldn't it be 16 on DoorDash? Because isn't it their
math
percentage plus whatever they cover?
Yeah.
I could check it, but it's a lot of money just to have DoorDash. Chris, do you DoorDash?
I do not. I can't afford it.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't need an area that I can get it either.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever done it. My wife's done it a couple times, but nothing is ever that much. Or I don't really want anything that much unless I'll just drive out to get it.
Yeah, my youngest son, well, he's 18 now, but when he doesn't want to get out of bed, he'll have DoorDash come from up the road or whatever, and they'll bring it. But it'll take it'll usually take an hour and a half to 2 hours after he orders it before it gets here. And he's already back to sleep before it gets here, so it just sits out on the porch and gets cold. So
Yeah. Angie did it from time to time during pandemic stuff, but I got her out of that habit.
Would have been
The inconvenience of me driving somewhere to get Chinese food is way cheaper than $100 for Chinese food.
yeah.
So,
I haven't had Chinese food in a long time. Anyway,
no, yeah, I thought about it. I've thought about it before and trying to do it, but then we're back to we have different prices depending on how people are ordering or where they're ordering, and as we know, I'm not a fan of that. So, as it is, I'm struggling with whether or not. So, Chris, the Festival of Arts, the big Grand Rapids, it's June, I think, is when it is. The big one downtown. They opened up food vendor applications this Friday, I think.
Is that the one that you went to? That
no. So that one's tied to Art Prize, that was the art of food. This one is a long-standing festival in Grand Rapids.
The art of food. That
16% though is what they take.
16%.
16%. Yeah, which is pretty much right there at the line of I'm okay with, and
I was going to say that's not nearly as bad as others that we've heard. So,
but they require that you stay open the entire time.
what is the application fee?
There isn't. It's $50 to apply, but you have to be open on Friday from noon to 10, Saturday from 10 to 10, and Sunday from 10 to 6. Have to be open the entire time.
So you have to have food for sale the whole time.
Yep. They recommend having 3,000 servings a day to make sure you can make it through. So then you start doing the math. Well, 3,000 servings. Even at the lower average of a $10 sandwich, you're at 30 grand a day, $100,000 weekend.
Jeez.
At that point, I'm like, oh, well, $16,000 check to write them at the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem so bad when you're going to clear the other 40.
Man.
But hey, yeah, we've been there. We were there when you prep for a crowd of that size,
and then you don't have a turn,
and then it's
or it rains.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
So I did reach out to a couple of their food trucks. Patty Matters has been there. I said, "Are the crowds as advertised?" She said, "Yeah, it's busy." And they've been going for the last few years.
But it's a whole lot easier to put 10,000 or 3,000 servings of Patty Matters on a truck than it is.
You can always crank out more hamburgers.
3,000 servings of fresh meat.
All right, Josh. So let's chat about that. Since Chris brings that up, let's chat about that. So I know, working on your truck the couple times I know that for the next day you're loading your smoker up during service, basically, like 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep.
So, and you typically pull everything off around 4?
Yep.
Ish.
Between 4 and 4:30 usually it's done. Yeah.
So if you know that you're going to have just a huge festival, so let's say this is as advertised, right?
Yep.
And you want to make sure you don't sell out. Would you load your smoker right then and there, right after you take
off and put back on? Yeah.
Just so you'd have extra just in case.
Yep. So yeah, we pull off at 4, so we wouldn't do ribs for something like that.
Yeah.
Which is usually why the schedule we cook on is the way it is, because ribs have to be on by 4:30 in order for us to have them ready for lunch. 4:35 for lunch. So yeah, we would pull pork off and just fill it back up with pork. So do another 12 butts or 10 butts or whatever and put them back on. And then those would be ready. Those we would probably wrap halfway through. And those would be done around noon or 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just so that way we're not having to pull pork off right as we hit dinner rush type of thing.
Yeah.
And then trying to pull pork. Even though without the stovetop now, when we have that table, we do have a little bit more room if we manage things well. But then we also have to get food on for the next day too. So making sure that we clear a window to where we're pulling pork, not at the same time that we have to prep pork to go back on.
Yeah.
That whole ballet of things.
So I
That
guess
might be an instance where we do a little pre-cooking, do a couple extra butts each day leading up to it. And like
I'm
I
just
said,
trying to do the math, and I don't even physically see it. To do the math.
that's a lot of food.
That's a lot of like you're talking $30,000 in 10 hours. That's when have we ever done a consistent $1,000 hour over 4 hours, let alone 10 hours?
Well, we don't because we usually run out of food. But
yeah,
if you
and
look
that's
back
and
at our
that-
food truck
I guess-
Fridays on the 3 hour stretch, they were all $1,000 hours.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's what I was getting at is kind of what's it going to take to for you to, I guess, cook more food than what you normally would. You know,
But yeah,
or
I mean, like you're saying, over
restock.
10 hours, that's $3,000 hours for 10 hours straight, which is
Yeah.
just not doable. So then you're thinking we can't handle 3,000 people over the course of the day. That we can't put through that kind of traffic in a line. Like we can't move people fast enough to do that.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
Couldn't you though?
No.
We would kill each other before we got through the third hour.
It would be a crime scene by the end of the hour 6.
We would need at least 2 other people on the truck to relieve and to move that much food. It's a push to push $10,000 or $1,000 or $1,200 out an hour.
Oh, we can do 12 pretty easy.
On
But
deck, and we're moving.
I mean, so like when we go down to Midwest, we're doing a $1,200 hour, but some of those orders are $100, $120.
Right.
You know? So it's not 3,000.
Be like that.
Yeah.
So best I ever did was 4,000 in one day. It was 2 of us working the truck, and it was at one of our local flavor fruit farms.
Yeah.
And we sold out in 4 hours. So it was $1,000 out. That was $1,000 an hour.
Triple that.
I haven't done that since, but
Yeah.
again,
Yeah. So triple that output.
And how you feeling at the end of that? Like, I mean,
It's like-
really.
you're tired. You're tired, but the good thing is both of you know what to do. So either one of you can switch out by, somebody can take
It's
the
usually pretty
register
smooth.
or no, I mean you would need more people to have a 30 grand day, but I understand that.
Yeah.
I
There's
guess what it was going to take to, I guess, have that much food be available.
I think we could have the food available. I don't think we can get people through quick enough. I think if we planned on 1,000 transactions or 1,000 people, we'd be okay.
Wouldn't you?
That's
just limit
100 an
your
hour
menu?
every hour. Huh?
Would you just limit your menu, or would you run whatever you normally would? I mean, take off the things that take a little bit longer to do. Like
Yeah,
you
I mean, we wouldn't do our nachos. But other than that, right? What do you take? I mean, no meat by the pound, no ribs. Other than that, everything is quick.
Yeah.
We can get everything out quick, except for the Dorachos. Yeah, I don't know. Right? Unless we're pre-making sandwiches, and you have someone over there just cranking out like piglets and Lord of Swines and having them set and ready.
Yeah.
So that we can just sling them out. And I'm sure that's what a lot of people do. I know I was talking to Jay Craig at Outlaw, and they have done a couple events
Yeah.
where they just had like 3 people back there just making sandwiches, and they were just ready to go. And they just had a simple pork sandwich and a couple sides. I think that's almost the level that we would have to be at, I think.
Yeah, I understand. I got that.
So yeah, I'm good with. I mean, if we can get through which even sounds crazy, 1,000 people. We serve 1,000 people a day. I mean, you're still at a 30 grand weekend, and that's probably low because our average check is probably closer to 15 than 10 per person.
Yeah, I mean,
Once you
Okay.
factor in a drink or a sandwich and a side, we're
right.
definitely in that 15. So now you're talking a $45,000 weekend. How many months have you had that have been 45,000 or higher? And you're doing that in 3 days.
No, 35 is my highest for a month. So just imagine that in a day. I know.
Yeah, I mean, we did. I think last June we'd hit 52. I think is what our total was for the month of June, and that was our
Josh,
busiest
can you-
month ever.
If Chris is going to be a member of our podcast, can you please invest in a phone holder for him?
I apologize.
No, I'm just messing with you.
So yeah, I mean,
Could you just imagine doing it though? I mean, just
No.
imagine like if you got invited to something like that, would you figure out how to do it?
dude, I'm contemplating applying for it. Yeah, it's because you get it's the number, man. It's how
So
many
it's like-
opportunities do you have to do those kind of numbers
So one thing I
at an
heard
established event?
on Darren Worth's podcast, Cue the Mic, when he was talking about just catering, is somebody calls you up and say, "Hey, I want this, 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 and this. I want it for this amount of people." His advice is whether you can do it or not, say yes, and then figure it out after that. So it's like with something like this, if you're going to go there and you're already thinking that there's going to be just the amount of people there that you could do your best ever, it's intimidating, but it's like yeah, I got to figure out how to do it.
I mean,
because you're not going to listen, you're not going to fail, right? You're just going to sell out of food, or you're just going to, whatever the case may be. You're not going to fail. You're still going to make a great day, whether it's.
we've thought that a few times last year. I can refer you back to August/September in the stretch of 4 events that we had that, none of which were a normal day for us. So, let alone a festival day. The amount of food we threw away at Art Prize is pretty sickening. So,
well, I hope you didn't give them any money.
Huh?
I hope you didn't give them your contribution.
Yeah, because we had to, that wasn't a percentage. That was a pay for the spot. That weekend cost us $1,200 for the spot, and I don't know that we did $1,200 in a single day.
Our first day was well under that.
Yeah, so
for the entire day.
Yeah, that's just
the second day.
We were struggling to do $100 and $200 hours for that.
That first day, I don't think we had maybe 2 hours that were over $100.
Yeah. So I am a little gun shy.
I understand it. I get it.
But especially, I mean, last year was our first year really delving into the whole festival thing. It started out pretty good. And the ones that we had been to before have been good. We had some bad luck with some food truck Fridays, but I don't know. I think we'll probably apply for it. There are ways. I mean, that's the good thing about doing competitive barbecue for as long as we have. We have friends. I mean, we have plenty of friends that if I asked any of them if they wanted to hang out with us for 3 days and bring their comp trailer down and cook some extra food and pop open a vending window and set up a second square. I mean, that's a thing that if we have some of these really hit well this year, that we invest in a couple extra squares for festivals, and we set up just a cashier stand, a couple extra cashier stands, and we just have people fucking making sandwiches like that, see if we can get to that 3,000 transaction type of count. But no, I think if we hit anywhere between 750 and 1,000, it'd be those 3 days would be our best 3 days we've ever had.
Ever.
So,
yeah, that's what so this year with the second trailer, that's kind of what I'm hoping for is having. I just found out that the two events that I was hoping to be at on the same day, one of them switched to the month prior, so I can't do that.
Oh,
so,
yeah, we have one of our Granville festivals said they're moving a week to get off of something else in the area, but it's going to end up being on the same weekend as our Bluegill Frolic, I think. So,
I love that name.
And at which point in time we'll have to skip the Bluegill Frolic and stick with Granville because at 5 minutes versus an hour. So, yeah.
You can always set up a tent, send some Cambros in a tent.
Nope. Chris, you're heading to Marcellus with some Cambros in a tent.
Nope.
Who works for who here?
Is Caleb coming back next year?
As far as I know.
He
Yeah,
worked
someone asked
well.
me that. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What, Skippy?
I said he worked out well then.
Chris? I like that I'm looking over at Chris in the window and away from my camera. No, he was fine. He'll get better next year.
Still learning. Still learning.
Yes. Yeah.
Cam?
Chris has apologized to me a whole lot since Caleb's been hired because he finds himself yelling at Caleb for the same things I had to yell at Chris for. So
It's learning. We're learning. The more you
We're
know.
all learning together, right?
Rainbow with a star. The more you know. All right, bye, Skippy.
bye, Skippy.
Oh, I'm still here. I just shut my window so the sun wasn't beating on my face.
So Skippy, are you?
If you're asking me,
You
about
talked
the other
about
trailer,
your-
don't ask yet. I don't know.
Yeah, Fran says 2 trucks running, 1 serving, and 1 cooking.
Yes, you
So,
actually,
yeah.
as she typed that, you actually said the exact same thing. So I was wondering if you read it because you were.
No, I didn't. I just saw it. Matt?
Bye, Josh.
Matt's here. Cleaning.
Oh, cleaning guy. Must be nice to have.
Wow.
It's, you know, that's us 1%ers, business owners.
Yeah, got yourself a cleaning guy.
It is. I didn't have a choice. Apparently, I am
clean
messy.
my own house and I get yelled at for it, so it's great.
See, this way I can't get yelled at, and we can yell at Matt instead. Morning, Matt. What were we talking about before the 2 trucks, 1 cup?
Jeez.
Cheese?
Wow, let's get canceled twice
I
in one.
know.
I figured
What were we
Chris
talking
would be
about just
saying
before that? Oh, you said you were running an ad for winter for catering, Skippy.
Yes.
Are you booking yet for next year? Are you actively booking for next year yet?
Oh yes.
Open houses and weddings. Do you have anything on yet?
Yes. The entire every weekend in June is booked. All right.
What about the other 8 months?
Well, June is the highest for open houses.
Yeah. Weddings, festivals. Are you going to try to hit festivals?
I will try to hit festivals. I have my eye on a few, but I need to that registration to become open. My first true event is March 9th. It's our Southwest Michigan Beer Fest. It's the one we did last year. That was basically a barbecue food truck rally.
Did you say Southwest Michigan?
Southeast? Sorry, Southeast.
Yeah.
Or Southern or Southeast, something like that.
All right.
Jackson's like right in the middle of the state or middle of 94 kind of thing, but we're still called like Southeast. Anyway, so last year there was 7 food trucks and 3 of them were barbecue.
How'd you
The
do?
rest of them were all different ones. So hopefully it's not the same. Anyway, but yes. What is going on here?
Did Josh just fart? And he's
I was looking for a dog.
Did he too? And he really just smell some cheeseburgers, did you?
No. A lot of chicken soup lately.
Oh. All right then.
Oh, there is a dog. Yeah, you farted, didn't you? Yep. Thought I smelled it familiar.
Chris, one thing you'll learn about our podcast is it's pretty much all Josh all the time.
all Josh all the time.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so yes, so we're gonna hit some festivals. We're gonna hit a whole bunch of stuff this year. We're gonna have fun doing it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna have to stop the podcast. Josh is no longer here.
Oh no, Josh he took his video off. He must be scolding his dog.
Oh, it looks like he's muted as well.
Looks like
So
he's
we can't.
unmuted too.
Yeah.
So, Chris, are you looking forward to the off season?
Yes and no. I'm already a little bit bored, but I'll find some stuff to do. And luckily, I've got some work to do next week already, I've been told. So I'm excited about that.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm bored as well. However, I do have I want to build the viral TikTok tote storage thingamabobby.
There's a
You
large
seen that?
deer
Oh.
in your backyard.
Oh, did somebody chime in? Oh, is he there? Oh, geez. Oh no, now he's muted.
Oh, he's gone again.
He's all upset now.
I'm not sure about this tote storage thing. I haven't heard about it, but I'll have to do some research.
Yeah, it's woodworking and I don't. It's just cutting a whole bunch of 2x4s. So
Nice.
I hope I can do that right. Except I got to
I mean-
move everything, but I'm not the best at cutting. I cut 7 times and measure once.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hear you're working next week too. Your slave driver of a boss is not giving you any time away.
He texted me at 5:30 this morning to let me know that I am of need next week, and
Were you up at 5:30 in the morning?
I was up at 6.
Oh, okay.
So
now he's texting you when you're not really awake. So it's
well, he just texts me, when he's awake, and then he knows that I leave my phone on silent because of that. So I'll get to him when I see it.
Let's get an employee's. So we've always gotten Josh's being the owner of the truck. Let's get an employee's point of view. What's one thing on the truck you hate doing?
Oh, one thing on the truck that I hate doing.
Just absolutely, like, you understand, like, it's part of the process, part of what you got to do, but it irks you.
All of it I know. I have, like, at some point in time, driving the trailer. Good job, Josh. Correct, driving the trailer.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So,
and I do it quite often, and I don't have a problem with it. But I just hate doing it. I'm not. I don't think at any point in my life will I ever be able to become a long road trucker. I know that that's off the list for me as fun things to do. I'm not a fan of having long other wheeled objects behind me that I'm responsible for towing and pulling. That would probably be it, or maybe making derachos. If I had to, if I could have a designated deracho maker on the truck, I'd be okay with that.
I was just going to ask, what's the one item you don't like to make?
That one.
The derachos.
Oh, without a doubt.
I think I remember working with you and seeing that.
It's only because everything else is so easy to make. And it's not that the derachos are hard to make. It's just they're very time consuming.
Correct.
It's
a lot of ingredients.
Yeah.
What's one thing on the truck that you would like to see added? A menu item, maybe.
If I wanted to add a menu item to the truck, I would buy my own truck and make my own menu.
Okay.
Because it's Josh's menu.
Wow. Okay. All right. So
hey, there's
of the items.
That answer of his.
There's a lot of history to that answer.
Something tells me it's the history of, you want to add something to the menu? Go get your other damn truck and do it yourself.
Yeah, that was pretty early on. There was with pandemic
Josh,
roadside.
I'm glad you're back, Josh.
Was I ever really gone?
No,
you're always in our.
You're omnipotent. Is that the word?
I am inevitable.
I don't know about that. So, okay. So you have, assuming that you didn't have to get another truck, what would be something that you would like to see Josh think more about when it comes
Permission to speak freely, Chris.
Menu items?
Menu items. I'm quite comfortable where we're at on a menu item standpoint. I do feel that we have quite a very large menu. Um, we get comments quite often that it's one of the largest food truck menus that people see.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily think we need to add an additional.
Okay.
There's not space for additional items. You know what I mean? Like, so
So let's
I guess
flip it. So let's flip it. What would be one menu item you'd take off?
and that again is a mute point too, because every menu item that we have on the truck, I guess, other than our Presley, which is our peanut butter sandwich,
Yep.
uses other items. So the only item that we would be able to get rid of, like, so if we're are we talking like, why are we trying to do this? Are we trying to do it for space savings?
No,
Are we trying to do like
just maybe
Just for fun.
Just for
Okay.
fun.
So okay, let's take the Presley off. Presley's no longer on the menu. What do you fill that space with? What is
I like
the keener?
So what is the keener? It would be a nacho cheese version of our Mootown Philly on a bun. And maybe, well, definitely add some jalapenos on there. But I would do it on a bun, like as like an open face sandwich. Just do the bottom of the sandwich. Some the onions and the peppers on the bottom, brisket on top of that, and then fork. You know, because you're gonna just layer some of that nacho cheese on top, some
I like
jalapenos
an
on top
open
of that.
face. An open face, basically Philly cheesesteak wit. Yeah, I like it.
So kind of like a hot beef sandwich almost, you know what I mean? But instead of gravy, you're throwing nacho cheese on it.
Yeah.
And that's all the stuff that we have on our truck too. So we're not.
Yeah, it's everything that you have. Okay. He's got a good mind, Josh. He's got a good mind. That's a good. That sounds like on a winter day, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
No, but we're not open in winter.
Correct. You're absolutely not open on winters. Okay.
No, but when we open at the end of
March,
the beginning of March, and
It
it's
was
still
very
winter.
wintry.
yeah, that would be a belly warmer for sure. We call it the Keener belly warmer.
Yeah. I'll warm your bellies.
Yeah, you will with your personality.
With that creamy sauce.
Oh, all right. The third time we're going to cancel today. Awesome. Okay. Josh, what would you take off? What would you add?
Sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. Did we take you out of your?
I would take Pam off
What?
and add another full-time person.
That's rude.
Well, she's already retired. She's already off the truck. It's like saying,
So
what
he's
would
not-
you remove from the earth? I'd say dinosaurs, but they're already gone. So it doesn't really
He's not doing that out of want. He's doing that out of necessity.
I would much rather have Pam on the truck for the next 35 years, doing 40 hours a week.
Well, this was supposed to be fun, but I guess Josh took the fun out of it. I'm thinking about taking off our
You
thinking
pee
about
on my
taking off our
parade.
Cubano sandwich and putting something else on there.
What are you taking off? I'm sorry, I missed you.
I was thinking about taking off our Cubano, which is ham, Swiss cheese, pulled pork, mustard sauce, and pickles, and putting something else on. Because I only keep the cheese and the ham and the mustard sauce for that one thing.
For that one thing.
Yeah.
And how is it a decent enough selling item, or is it?
It's okay. It's in the bottom. I think it's in the bottom 3 of our 8. So it's okay. But I like some of the ideas that some customers gave us. So
Like what?
yeah. What? Like I love.
What are you going to
somebody said,
replace it with?
I would probably do. It'd be tough because I'd really want to do like a beef and cheddar. It's basically kind of what Chris said, but do just a bun with brisket and nacho cheese on the top. But I don't do nacho cheese all the time, so that would be like a special. and then switching St. Louis ribs to baby back ribs, and doing the McRib, the adult McRib sandwich. Because that way I could still cook ribs and not have anything else that I'm cooking on there. Just got to take the bone out. Mm-hmm. That's what I was thinking about.
What about rib tips?
I hate rib tips.
Well, I know, but
So does Josh, but our customers love them.
apparently, unless we actually have them, and then no one comes and buys them.
There's been a couple times that we've had them and we sold out of them.
That
It was
very
at a weird
specific.
Yeah, it was. Might have been.
I think there was some other demographics at work at that particular location.
I mean, I've only been asked for rib tip a handful of times. So but I also buy St. Louis spares. I don't buy the full racks.
Well, so yeah, that's the thing. That's the good thing about rib tips is you can buy the full rib is the same price as the St. Louis rib.
Yeah.
So you're getting the rib tips for free. All that's extra is a little bit of labor. And then you're seasoning them. Huh?
Just more work.
What? More work? That's labor, yeah. Good call.
Just more work.
You know, if you would hire somebody, just one person, get yourself a Chris.
Listen, I understand what I can get. I completely understand. Finding a Chris is not as easy as you think it is. You were lucky to have a Chris in the very beginning.
Okay. Step one is go to the nearest cannabis shop.
Wow.
Damn.
What? Look for
we have one on every street corner in our lovely town.
See,
so
it's a target-rich environment. Look for someone that doesn't look super stereotypical stoner, just like semi. So not super red eyes, but they're kind of half closed.
Damn.
Can put together. That's your guy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Super relaxed, level-headed. Every time they come back from a smoke break, they're happy. See? I'm going to guess he smoked before the podcast. Get yourself a Chris.
You put up with this shit, huh?
Every day.
Pardon?
I said, you put up with this shit, huh?
Chris actually, I guess, so he could resign and do it publicly.
Just waiting for the remainder of the salary for this year.
Oh. Well, that makes two people that I know then.
Josh, he'd like to inquire to his severance package.
The severance is Severine. All payments.
See, I can't fire myself. So, I mean, I can fire myself, but I have to rehire myself afterwards.
Yeah, luckily I had Chris from the beginning.
You did.
I duped him good. I painted all the sunshines and rainbows and stacks of money.
Blessings that you had him.
I can't believe he hasn't left yet. Deuces? Are you saying deuces? Are you pacing out?
No, that makes two of us.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
it's this or ice, right?
The dynamic you guys have is great. I mean, like I said, I've worked on your truck a couple times. You guys do work good together. I guess I haven't seen any attempted fist fights or.
You should come around at a couple of our bigger events. Things have been thrown. Usually just sandwiches.
Usually it's buns in my eye. Wadded up buns that go right.
I only threw one at your head. I didn't expect to actually hit you in the eyeball.
Workers' comp.
Yeah.
So if Josh were to obtain a second trailer, would you be interested in running that trailer by yourself, or with an employee per se?
I mean, that was the thought process in the whole thing, is that's kind of where it's going to need to go.
So, what's your biggest, other than pulling the trailer or whatever, because we've established that, what's your biggest fear in operating a second trailer by yourself, or not by yourself, but you know what I mean? Being
Ending up with an
responsible for
8.
another trailer.
Ending up with an 8. Yeah, no. I've done it already. I mean, I do it once a week, twice a week, sometimes during the season.
Can you do it 6 days a week?
He has.
I have.
Yeah, you have. Because Josh takes vacations.
Yeah.
That's right.
Takes vacations.
That
Plural?
was a very long week. I definitely gained a lot more respect for Josh's daily, workflow. I know I couldn't do it 6 days a week for 33 weeks a year, or 84 weeks, straight, or what
That
it
stretch
was.
was stupid.
Um,
I am not bored yet.
Josh is another form of a being. I don't think that everybody has that drive to put that many hours in. And I know my experience with Josh being gone was different than Josh's experience on a weekly basis having me. It was kind of like me doing Josh's job without me, right? Because I was doing both my job and Josh's job.
Mm-hmm.
So whereas, on a regular week, Josh has me to be able to come in at 7:30 in the morning. I stop at storage on the way to work. I get everything that we need for the day to run operations during the day, that we have at storage, and then I get to work and I'm able to prep, and then Josh is able to leave and go either do, shopping at GFS or get stuff done, or take care of posting Facebook stuff or other obligations that he has family wise. Whereas that week, I was stuck to his house. I didn't have a family that week. I didn't have
You're welcome.
pretty much anything that week. It was wake up at 5 a.m., 4 a.m., and 3:30 a.m., whatever it was, and work until 9 o'clock at night, and pure exhaustion puts me back to bed. So it's a little bit different there, but it's definitely a lot. And regardless of how much work you're doing in those hours, you're still up from 3:30 in the morning every day until at least 9 p.m., every night.
Yeah. Very true.
I did my best.
I do both of your jobs every day.
So I don't know.
You definitely took care of me as far as making it so I didn't have to stress over making mac and cheese every morning, and or go shopping for, most of the fridge was really stocked well. And I think there was 2 days that I had to go buy a couple things, stuff like that. So it wasn't like I was running around like chicken with my head cut off, but still at the same point in time, I was still running around like chicken with my head cut off to make sure everything was fired at the same level that we are able to fire when there's two of us here.
Yeah. I understand. And that's right.
So yeah, with a second truck, it's not like he has to do that type of, because the workload doesn't double with 2 trucks.
No,
it's like
just the operation
increase. Yeah.
No, I know. I would love to hear his side of things on kind of where he wanted it to, where he saw.
We've rehearsed all these questions before.
I'm very Josh loyal. So,
yeah,
God.
And he better appreciate the shit out of that. I don't think he does, but that's fine.
No, it's definitely. I mean, it's something that we have done, that I've done, and that I'm willing to do and able to do. It's just the stress of pulling the truck, the stress of the longer days, because that I commute quite a bit to Josh's house every day. So that makes my, already 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. just from me being at work for prep in the morning until end of service is 7 p.m. every night. That means I'm not home until, 9 o'clock if I'm driving back to Josh's house after service drop off and then driving from Josh's house to my house. So
Yeah, for sure.
very long days.
For sure.
The thing I would change would be my commute.
So would it be easier for you if the other truck was actually parked at your house instead of his house?
No, because I would still have to go to Josh's house every morning to pick up the meat because we're not going to have two smokers in two different locations. We're not going to be, you know what I mean? We're not going to. So the food still comes from one primary source. So it would still have to be there.
And I don't think there's enough. I mean, if we were to put another smoker on there and have that trailer up there, it's still getting pulled to Grand Rapids every day. You know, so then more miles on this. There's not. I don't think there's enough business in Newaygo County for us to set up 6 days a week. So,
Gotcha.
I mean, we could probably run some other food trucks in that area out of business, but none of them are, you know, making money hand over fist up there. You know,
and none of them are running on a regular operation like we are either. You know, none of the food trucks up here are pretty much regular everyday operations. They're set up and go.
Yep.
Whenever it suits, you know.
So last thing, Chris, we got 4 minutes left. One of our friends, both of our friends, posted on Facebook about a barbecue festival that was happening in Dowagiac. And,
Michael Guard.
Yeah. Michael
Okay.
Guard.
He knows Michael.
And basically, I posted that Josh was scared because he said I said something about maybe I should come down and we can not go against each other, but just have a little friendly
competition.
Yeah, friendly competition. And Josh told me to stay on my side of the state.
I responded to your comment about me being scared.
Yeah, you said stay on my side of the state.
No, I didn't. I said the only thing I'm scared of is my line being too long from people coming from you to me.
Ooh.
So what was your question towards me about this?
It wasn't necessarily a question. It's just what do you think about it? What do you think about me? Us doing a one event together. I assume you're just going to take his side, and it's okay.
No, I welcome it. I welcome competition. My one thing is I guess, and now this is not me taking Josh's side at all. Don't take any offense to this, Skippy. We both run very similar menus. So I would just fear that the people down there would just think that you were a second Sweet Rex truck because your menu is so similar to our menu.
Until they saw his portion sizes. I'm sorry, Skippy. My response was scared of being too busy to keep you out of my trailer.
Oh boy. Yes, that's exactly.
If you want to come over, I'm more than welcome. I've never been unwelcoming of another barbecue truck, even sitting next to us. Your shot of us at Granville the last time, and it doesn't bother me at all.
No, we had I think there were 6 of them at the downtown, the Art Prize one that we were at.
That's probably why we were so slow.
So we were with 5 other barbecue trucks that make out of 20 trucks. So I do think that there's a critical mass when you're at an event like that where you don't need to have that many of the same type of food truck. You know, like it's not all about like, hey, let's just get 30 food trucks to show up, and then 15 of them are barbecue, and 10 of them are pizza trucks, and 3 of them are an ice cream or a Kona ice type of thing, and then 2 of them are actually something that are unique. I definitely think you need a good spread of things, but I would definitely have no problem setting up next to you, Skippy, any day.
And that is a barbecue festival, so it'll be heavy barbecue trucks.
I would only go. Here's the thing: is I would only go to that side of the state if Josh was okay with it.
Oh, absolutely. I am not like some other trucks where I worry about territories.
See, I didn't even realize Dowagiac was on this side of the state. I thought Dowagiac was. Where is that even?
It's
like south.
It's
that's where we set up down at.
It's down by Cassopolis. You went to
Yeah. Okay.
we stopped for gas there on the way back from the video game thing.
Okay. I
That
remember
was
now.
that little town that we drove through. Yep.
That's right. Dwajak.
Yeah.
Dwajak.
Yeah. Dwajak. Dwajak.
Yeah.
Dwajak.
No, you can't
I
say
think-
the
I
IA
think
like
that's how
Michiganders say IAs. They're very particular about it. They have it phonetically spelled out on their, like it's all broken up with the proper inflections, like a dictionary spelling. They're very proud of their city and their weird name. That's already on my calendar. I'm actually reaching out to them. Applications are going to be available. I was supposed to do it this last year, but we were late and they were full by the time we applied. So
I'd love to do just one event with the both of us.
absolutely.
Come on out, man.
I'd love
It'd be a
to.
blast.
I would get your hotel early. There's not a lot of options down in the area, so yeah. I don't care.
Thumb. Here you go. Thumb. Bet you what?
He might make more food than or make more money than us, but he won't sell more food.
I said thumbs up.
You said something before that. What did you say before that?
I don't know.
Something about I'll sell more food,
Get a
or make
hotel?
more money, or something than you.
Oh, that was
No,
Chris. I
Just after that, you said something.
I said you might make more money than us, but you won't make more food than us just because portion sizes are different. That's all.
Blah 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 about portion sizes. Blah 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 blah.
I can't hear you.
You're good.
blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah,
Blah,
blah,
blah,
blah, blah.
His normal food truck serving sizes and our oversized, underpriced serving sizes.
That's true. That's true because free beer or was a hot wings that said the weight of it.
Yeah.
The story goes, Chris, is that many of us have told Josh numerous times that he could either A, charge more and should charge more, or
B,
decrease
charge
his
the same and decrease the portion size.
He's listened to all the podcasts. He's heard those arguments.
and
He's seen me directly after some of the recordings.
Yep.
But I know that Josh is happy with everything he puts out, so I don't say anything about it because he's happy.
More importantly, our customer base is happy with what we put out.
I was gonna say I see our customers on a daily basis and knowing the reaction that we get when they open the top of that container and see the amount of goodness that they get. That's why we do it. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely. And on that note,
I am sorry. I have not been watching all of our various channels that we were live on. Kenner, are you still there?
oh,
yeah, I'm here.
Pop up on our the YouTube stream. I don't see his picture. Huh. Anyways, we did have a live listener on YouTube. Brian Rogers said beans do not belong in real chili.
yes.
We can't all be right. All right, that's it. We're way past.
But the ones who say no beans is right, so that's fine.
I think you're still
Bye.
wrong.
I will see you later.
Bye.
I'll talk to you about next Thursday.
Sounds good.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
We just
The
had
ship
our
tipped
heads-
over. All right, Skippy. Fairly successful first run on this new platform. I was hoping Bubba was going to be on to let me know because he's the one that's usually complaining about sound quality. Bubba, let us know if this has been better or not. So, any final thoughts, Skippy?
Nope, just ready to hit my tasks.
Good luck.
Hey,
I
by
can't
the
wait
way,
to hear
also-
all about your shelving unit. Huh?
Also, just a quick plug. Sorry, quick plug, and then we go.
Nope.
I represent the Great Lakes Barbecue Association. We are doing a raffle for some awesome prizes.
Oh, you're not announcing a winner?
First prize is a Outlaw Smokers Patio Edition. Retails over $4,300. Second prize. So I don't even know what second prize is now. I think it's an Uni pizza oven. And then third prize is like gift cards, I think, or gift store. And you're killing me, Smalls. Anyway, so hit me up at PBJ's BBQ of Michigan on Facebook. Really? Just trying to sell these raffle tickets, $25 a piece. Okay.
How long is the raffle going on for?
You do not have to. Raffles will be drawn January 20th. So until we're out of tickets. So
Is that when the banquet is?
that is when the banquet is.
Where is that at?
Bay Valley Resort and in Bay Valley, Bay City. So,
Same place it has been the last couple of years.
kind of, I think. It's on the Facebook. Oh, it'll be on the Facebook page shortly. But you do not need to be a member to purchase anything regarding the raffle, and you need not be present to win. So, please, again, if you'd like to purchase a raffle ticket, please do.
I might try to make it over this year.
Try is the key word.
Yeah, I know. All right.
Hope everybody has a great day.
You have a great week, Skippy, and I will talk to you